Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking all about Arsenal versus Brighton away from home. Always a tough fixture, like I said in the last video. Always a tough team to play against. They're a bit hit and miss this season. They've lost a whole load of games and they haven't won as many games as you'd think they have. They're always a tough game to play, always a tough team to play against. And we're in a really good run of form results-wise, but the last couple of games, the Chelsea game, we were not at our best at all. And it rolled over into this game as well. But Arsenal fans, the team, the players, Mikel Arteta, we all don't care. Basically, what I'm saying, we all don't care. We've got 9 points out of 9 now, which is great. But we do need to step it up a little bit more now. We've got a lot more cup football coming up. But we did the job in this game. 2 shots on target was crazy, and that tells you, that's the only stat you need to know about how this game went. And yeah, we've got a massive 1-0 victory. Saka scoring in the 9th minute, which is great. On his 300th appearance, how crazy is that? I remember him getting his debut with the first team, and it's just crazy. 300 games, 7 odd years later, it's crazy. But yeah, that was all that they needed to take, to be honest with you. They never really looked like they were going to score. Raya had to make, I think, one good save, and then that was pretty much it. They only had 3 shots on target themselves. Yeah, very much happy to let them have the possession of the ball, let them tire themselves out. Towards the second half, they really looked like they were starting to tire. Way more long balls. They were kind of getting desperate towards the last 10 minutes or so. How they got 7 minutes extra time for this game is absolutely outrageous. But yeah, like I said, we got the goal. We kept them at bay. We defended really well. Massive clean sheet for David Raya. Couple of blocks in as well for Gabriel. Raya almost got chipped in the first half, and that was one of their only. I think that was their only shot on target in the first half. But apart from that, we looked solid. Just not very good going forward again. Bit worrying, to be honest with you. I felt like we looked better when Trossard and Kai Havertz came on. I thought, they rejuvenated the attack a little bit more. Calafiori coming on as well. I think Hincapié did really well. I think Mosquera did really well. Saliba obviously didn't play this game. I think he probably will play against Mansfield, at least in the first half. But very hodgepodgey kind of back line this game. I think that contributed to us being a little bit nervy at the start of the game. Like I said, when David Raya passed the ball and then got himself chipped and he was rescued by Gabriel, that set alarm bells going a little bit. We settled down. We ended up controlling the game very well. And yeah, again, more outrage from Arsenal, from non-Arsenal fans. David Raya going down a couple of times. There was a point where we making this substitution when I think it was Trossard and Kai Havertz coming on in the second half, and he went down with a strategic injury. Everyone does it. Every team does it. Donnarumma does it. Alisson does it. But because it's Arsenal, everyone wants to lump him for some reason. Brighton's coach, by the way, I absolutely cannot stand the guy. Horrifically insufferable. Everything that everyone thinks Arteta is lumped on this guy. Hersler, whatever his name is. Talks too much, constantly in the referee and fourth official's ear. Talks too much BS in the press conferences. Came out at the end of the game whiny. He's way too whiny. Bro, you're at best a mid-table coach in the Premier League. Kind of element of know your place a little bit. You have no right to dictate anyone on how they should be playing the game. You've done nothing in the game so far. You've done alright with Brighton. Cool. So have plenty of other managers that have gone on to do better things. Just pipe down a little bit, stop whining a little bit, concentrate on actually winning games that you can actually win. I get that you want to deflect the responsibility for losing the game, but be a little bit more intelligent about it. Absolutely insufferable guy. Hopefully he doesn't stay in the Premier League for too much longer. And yeah, look, that's the only negative, really, I've got to say in this whole video. It's a really, really great result. Jose Mourinho, famously said, I think the commentator said it as well, the team that played really beautiful can say that they can take the ball home, but the team that didn't play well, didn't play beautifully, got the win, got the 3 points. I'd rather take the 3 points home. At the moment, in this stage, we've gone so far now with being second that, at the moment we really do feel like we're trying to win the league no matter what. Just win the league once, and then if we're challenging again and we do win the league again, then we can start playing beautiful football. We went. I mean, under Wenger when we first won it in '98. Well, I don't think we were actually playing outstandingly beautiful football. It's just getting that first trophy down the line. The beautiful football came on further down the line with the Invincibles and all that. So, similar, like, we're not here to entertain you. Good and bad. And we were the entertainment of the entire league for about 5 or 6 years. When we won the games, we could say, when we lost games, we could say that we play beautiful football, but they bantered us for it. Well, it's not 3 points, is it? And then, we were the banter club as well. We were losing, finishing 8th or whatever. We were the entertainment, and they're missing that now. So now they're just scraping the barrel of banter by saying, "Oh, they're playing ugly football. They're ruining the league." Really? The teams ruining the league is every single other team that we're playing against. Sit with 2 backlines of 5, defending their 6-yard box. Game after game after game. At least Brighton, to be fair, they came out at us, especially in that first half, and really tried to press us and put pressure on us. But we deal with that. That's the reason why they play dead football against us, because we can play teams that play like Brighton did today. More attacking. We thrive. We're better when teams are attacking us. It's kind of crazy. It's when they're sitting so back, like deep, and we can't break them down. That's when it starts getting a little bit difficult for us, and when it starts getting ugly. But don't care. 3 points is a monumental game and day of football. City obviously dropping points, 2 massive points against Forest. Credit them, Nottingham Forest. I had them going down. I think they took points off us, if I'm not mistaken. But credit to them, they did an outstanding job. Morgan Gibbs White, what a player! He deserves to step up in teams, in my opinion. What a brilliant goal for the equaliser. Again, obviously City didn't lose, but they dropped 2 points. It's 7 points now, separating us from Man City. Although they've got a game in hand, even if they win that, it's still 3 points clear, which is monumental going into 8 games left of the season. All we need to do is win 7 of them. Or if City drop more points than maybe 6, and then, touch wood, we might win something special this year. But that's a little bit further on. The finish line is only just starting to come into view for me. So I'm kind of keeping my feet on the ground when it comes to title talks. Plus, we've got loads and loads and loads of cup games coming up. We've obviously got Mansfield at the weekend. Looking forward to that. Heavy rotation needed for that. I don't want to see none of the first team players in that team. Although I think Kai Havertz will probably start the game. I think Kepa and goal, obviously. I ironically think Nkapia and Mosquera will play. I think Saliba will play, get some minutes. I think he'll start anyway, just to get some minutes if he's fit. Because obviously, if he plays the first half, then that gives him match fitness going into a monumental Champions League week. Mansfield heavy rotation, and then back into it midweek next week for the first leg against Leverkusen in the Champions League. Monumental game, and then I don't even know who we've got in the league after that, but that's my limit at the moment. I'm trying to limit myself to 2 games ahead, Mansfield and then Leverkusen, and then once we get past Leverkusen, hopefully get a decent result that game, then we can look again. But at the moment, we're doing all right, and obviously we've got the second leg of the Champions League game as well, and then obviously the massive one, the Carabao Cup final at the end of the month. So yeah, we've got a little bit nice distraction at the moment with cup football. Teams in the cups play us a lot more healthier and a lot more beautifully than teams in the Premier League, so it'd be kind of refreshing to be playing against teams that are trying to play against us. Having said that, Brighton did try, but it was more of a suffocating try. It was way too much press, should I say, trying to pressure us a little bit too much. It didn't really work for them. But yeah, it was kind of refreshing to have some cup football coming up. And the monumental Carabao Cup final, which I'll probably talk about in a later video. But yeah, at the moment, doing alright. We're doing what we need to do. 7 points clear, monumental. Man United losing to Newcastle, which is absolutely exquisite. No more title talks for them. Their title race lasted about a week, which is hilarious. The week they beat City and Arsenal and thought that they were a top team again. And then obviously Liverpool dropping points. They lost against Wolves, which is absolutely hilarious because their fans are way too loud and they laughed at us a little bit too hard when we drew against them. Oh, and Aston Villa getting spanked by Chelsea was quite hilarious. Their title race didn't last very long either, which is quite hard funny. No more talks, no more irritating comparisons between Emery and Arteta. That's finally officially dead now. Yeah, I think Emery's time in the Premier League is coming to an end. I think Arne Slot's job is seriously under threat. Carrick's obviously not going to be Man United manager for very long, and yeah, obviously, I think Pep's off in the summer. If he doesn't win the league this year, I think he's gone. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this game. It's pretty dreadful game, to be fair. But don't care. It was stressful the entire way through. I mean, it's so stressful. For 3 a.m., 4 a.m. kickoffs, it's really, really stressful. Thank God I didn't have a work today because today would have sucked. Even with the win, it was so stressful, this game. Just had Danny Welbeck equaliser written all over it, and you're just thinking, oh no. But we held out, massive win, huge win. Now we can get a little bit of a refreshing distraction, like I said, with the cup games, and focus on the fact that we've got 7 points clear of City right now. City are gettable this season, defensively all over the place, even though Gahey's, bolstered their defence a little bit. Semenyo's done outstanding. If they hadn't have got Semenyo or Gahey in the January transfer window, if they hadn't spent £1 billion on that, then I feel like they would probably be where Man United are right now, and we'll be dealing with a lot more space between us and Villa and United and Chelsea and whatever. But it's just what it is. What it is. City are gonna go out, in the January. If they're struggling a little bit, they're gonna go and spend £500 million on the 2 best players in the league. The first half of the season in Gahey and Semenyo, who have done brilliantly for him. Semenyo especially, he's scoring for fun for them. So it's just a shame. If they hadn't made their moves, and like I said, we'd be higher up the table or further ahead. But it is what it is. We just got to deal with what we've got to deal with, and just hope that everything else goes our way. And this day has gone really well. Even Man United losing is quite exquisite. That guy's never going to get his hair cut. Hilarious. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this game. What do you think we can do for the rest of the season? And what do you think we're going to do in the cups? All 3 cups. The quadruple is still on as of recording, which is great. And yeah, I'll probably be back. I think I'll be doing a video next Wednesday. I think that's the earliest time I can do a video on. And I don't know when the Champions League game is. I think that's Wednesday night, so I might be able to do Mansfield on its own video on Wednesday, and then do the Leverkusen game on the Thursday, and do double back-to-back like I did this week. With Chivas as well. Chivas is going to be a little bit further on the line. They're playing over the weekend, but I'm working till Tuesday, so I can't do a video for Chivas until Wednesday either. So look out for Chivas video Thursday, Thursday-ish time. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you there. Have a really great week, guys. Have a really good weekend as well. I keep forgetting the weekend's almost here. And yeah, if you're like me, go and come on, you Gooners. Just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Adios.